So we get a huge amount of questions about Freemasonry in Africa. There's a lot of people in Africa that are very interested in Freemasonry and have a positive opinion of it, and that's great. But there are maybe even more misconceptions in Africa than in other places in the world. A couple things that are common. One, there are a group of fake scam lodges. Because Freemasonry is newer in Africa, and because it's a general emerging market with more fraud and things like that in general, and difficulties with enforcement, you do have more fraud in general. So unfortunately, there's a large number, much larger than in other places in the world, a larger number of fraudulent lodges. They're not Freemasons at all. They are pretending to be Freemasons and trying to get people to join so that they can scam them out of money. And that's unfortunate. Why does that happen in Africa? As I mentioned, partly because it's an emerging market. In much more developed parts of the world, Europe, the United States, Freemasonry has been around a long time, so it would be harder for somebody to make a fake lodge, say, for example, in a city that already has had a lodge that's been there for a couple hundred years. Also, we have better enforcement in general, and better anti-fraud laws. So that's why there is these unfortunate fake scam lodges. So if you are in Africa and you're interested in Freemasonry, be very, very, very careful. The second unfortunate thing that partly comes because of these fake lodges, they go out and tell people that Freemasonry will make you rich. That if you join, you can become very successful, and they talk about the successful members globally of this fraternity. And that creates an unfortunate impression that people think that by joining you're going to become rich, and that's a misconception as well. So it's important if you're in Africa and you're interested in Freemasonry, one, understand what it is. It's not going to make you rich. Understand what Freemasonry is and isn't. You can look at the reputable and real Freemason lodges like the United Grand Lodge of England and those that are affiliated with it, and see what Freemasonry really is, and ask real Freemasons. Second, be very, very, very cautious of anyone who says that they're a lodge, especially if they ask for a large amount of money up front and try to get you to join. It probably is a scam. I'd exercise a lot of caution. Those are a couple tips that you can read more about Freemasonry in Africa online. Just be careful.